So again, um, so okay, right. So basically, what's happening now is let me let me just see if I can get it this way. There we go. Right, and then let's see if I can get that the other side. There we go. Brilliant. Don't know why I didn't think of that before. Um, okay, so I continuing to work on my ship. I have decided in the end to um, redo the hull completely from scratch. So what I've got basically is I UV unwrapped, learning everything that I learned today. Um, I have UV unwrapped, I think pretty much everything, and the only thing I've got left, well, actually, I've got a few things I want to redo. So I want to do this part of, hang on, this section here, right? I haven't unwrapped that, but I have done everything else. Yeah, and then I'm working on a brand new hull because the hull I had, as you quite possibly saw yesterday, was absolutely awful. Um, and so yeah, this is what we're working on. Got a brand new hull. It looks a lot better than it's never going to be perfect, and it doesn't necessarily need to be, but at least it needs to be better than what it was before, because it was just atrocious. Let me do a cleanup on here because I still think I've got, yeah, I thought there was a few more vertices that were a little bit causing a problem. So this is looking a lot better. It's a lot cleaner, and it's all one piece. Whereas before, I had it in two different pieces for some reason, and I can't remember what the reasoning was. It's too long ago. Don't really care. But yeah, I think that this is a lot cleaner mesh this time. It probably still does need. I can see a few sort of shading problems, but I mean the shading problems I had on the original was quite unreal, really. So I'm trying to follow maybe as much of the old hull as I can, just because it kind of looked good. But let me let me take that in. I want to see what this looks like. So if I take that in like that, and then take that in like that, just roughly, nothing too much. Take that in like that. I don't want to overdo it. I don't really want to sort of upset the shape too much. I want to try and keep. I think that's going to look good. Yeah, I don't want to overdo this. I really, really don't want to overdo it. Right, so if we now look at what that looks like. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. Can I maybe just go in a small bit on that one? Yeah, I think that's going to cause a problem. Just go very slowly on that one. Okay. I think that looks fine. Yeah, I mean, realistically, for a start, no one is going to see this under here, so I don't want to upset. It's going to be fine, absolutely fine. Right. So I've now got a new hull. I want to do something with the front. The front still doesn't look streamlined to me. So let's just see if I can try and tidy this up a bit. Yeah, okay. That looks a lot cleaner. Obviously this one behind it is okay. Interesting, isn't it? So what is it about this that's screwing up? Actually, do I even need that anymore? I don't believe I need that anymore. There we go. I don't need it anymore. But it was useful to add that modifier to get the shape. It did actually help. Why does it still look weird? Okay, I'm actually really happy because the shape of the hull is a lot more uniform than the first one. It's got kind of a nicer shape to it. I think there's the bow looks relatively good. The stern looks pretty good. It's got enough space here to put a rudder and propellers and such like. I almost feel like it needs... Don't know. I don't know. I feel like it needs, like going in there a little bit. I mean, I think it looks fine. I almost feel like it needs, to kind of come out like that, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yep, looks good. I would like to have the bow to have a little bit more sweep to it, you know? I'm just afraid of really screwing this up now, because hull of ships are not that easy to do. They really aren't. I feel like this here is still not right. It just feels... Yeah. Looks okay. So again, still Sunday for me. Still really just wanting to chill and do Blender, really. Okay. I'm happy with this. What happens if we shade ultra smooth? Ooh, very nice. Oh, that's nice. That is very nice. Okay, I'm going to leave that as it is. Back that up. We look at it from the top down. Okay, so I've just noticed this. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to touch this up. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm going to bring this out a bit. Cool. Right. Okay. I just, yeah. I really wanted to. I think I don't seem to be getting my Stream Elements bot thing to work, which is a bit annoying, really. Right. Okay. I'm super happy with that. It's in fact I'm so happy that I'm gonna save this again. What was we doing? Right. That I'm very happy. This is pretty much as clean as I think I'm going to be able to get it, and it's 1000% better than what I had before. So, and this means now that I can do things like, and I couldn't do this before, right? Could nowhere near do this. Had major problems. So I think that's going to be the, the line of the C. Do I commit this now? I think I will. Right, let's see what the geometry's like now. Pretty neat. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Cool. I couldn't even do that before because the geometry was just so bad. So literally from what I've learned today, this has been mind-blowing. This also means that I can... Right, so what I need to do... I need to... I got a feeling I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of that face on the top there, because I believe the deck will be at around this level now. I need to think this through. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Right. Okay, we now have an empty hull. So I am now thinking that I can create... I couldn't do this before. Wow. So I need to create a deck. Let's say the deck's going to be that thick. Now the $50 million question is... do I... Oh, God, my back. Let's do a stretch. Yeah. Do I solidify this now? Do I solidify this now? That's the thing. Create the deck. Actually, at this point, I could create two... okay. Let me think this through. At the sea level, let's say the sea level, because in theory, the hull will go deeper than that. But I'm not going to bother create it. I don't need to create it any deeper than that, really, right? So I'm thinking that the sea level would probably be around there. Let me get my reference. Where's my reference human? My reference human is there. So realistically, I probably need to create a floor there. Decisions. My reference human is there. Right, the deck is about the right level, and then if I go down one more, that's going to be approximately 4 meters, isn't it? There, and then the bit underneath is going to be. Let's just measure this. That's 5.5 meters. Right, and then this is 10 meters. So yeah, I think I'm right. So we're going to have 2 levels there, and then this will be the deck, and this will be a level underneath. That's what we're going to do. Right, so the question is, do I solidify this now? Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This geometry looks so much better. If I say so myself, let's create the levels, right? So Shift D, enter. P by selection, tab. I don't want that. There we go. Right, let's isolate. Ooh, let's isolate these out. Yeah, okay. Right, so I'm going to select that now. Select that. Actually, no. Oh, there's a fill mode that will... What is it called? Mesh. There is a fill mode that will create geometry on the inside. Grid fill. Duh. It's interesting, isn't it? How come that's so weird? Ah, okay, okay. Is this because... No. Right, I think I know what I need to do. To get this to even up correctly is to do that. Do that. I think I need to do this anyway because... Okay. Grid fill. Okay. Alright. Yeah, of course the... Damn. Of course, this hasn't got any... This hasn't got any vertices on it, has it? Idiot. could try and match that up. Where is my screencast keys? I don't understand why this works sometimes and not others. Okay. Damn, come on. Right, if I... Okay. Right, so if we go Alt Z, right? Right, let's see if I can... If I can match this up, probably not. No. Probably not going to be able to match that up. Damn it. So the only other thing that I'm thinking is doing that. Why? Okay, let's try this again. Let's just select this one. Right, grid fill. Grid fill. Why does that look so weird? Oh, okay, it's kind of right. Okay, so this is how to beautify faces. So I can see what that's done. Okay. Okay. Is it because of where I'm selecting grid fill? We go Alt F. Ooh. That kind of worked. So if I do the same again here. Sometimes Blender does really weird stuff, right? Well, I've got my flaws. It's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. I've got my deck, and I got the next one down. This was my other thought, was this. So, while those two are connected, I was going to shrink them down. Ooh. Nope. I wanted to shrink that down by 0.99. No, let's go 0.98. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of the hull underneath, I think. Right, now I was going to... Let's just grab that a minute, because so I can see what's actually going on. Okay, so that's literally just taking it inside the hull enough so that it isn't... Right. I'm going to take that. I'm going to... Now this next bit caused major problems. Because every time I tried to solidify it, the geometry was so bad that it really, I mean, it was just a mess. It was really just a mess. So if we go, it's, yeah, look, see, something's getting screwed up there on the bow. Oh no, is it? I don't know whether it is or not, or is it just my imagination? No, it's not. It's actually okay. If we say even thickness, there we go. That's what. Oh my god, this is gonna look amazing. Right. Okay, I'm gonna leave that like that for now. We've got the two floors. This is looking very clean. Cool. Very clean. Very clean. Right, okay. I like that. So if I select this, how are we looking with regard to the hull? Are we in the hull or are we outside the hull? Does the hull need to be thicker, I think? I suspect that the hull needs to be thicker. I think about 0.3. I remember rightly, that's going to be about right. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. So nice. Oh my god, this project is now really, this is now turned into something else. This has turned from a nightmare project into almost a pleasure. Well, it is, especially with what I've learned today. Cool. And I think my geometry is fine. I'm going to leave those there. I mean, I think it looks fine. Right. I think I can get rid of the old hull now. The ship is slightly bigger. It looks more like a ship now rather than. So I think I am actually going to delete this. I feel that confident I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete this deck. Yeah, I think it's in more proportion, and it does actually look better. Cool. No, I don't think they need to be that big. If I consider the size of my character, you know, they are about the same size. So now I need to make sure that everything is sitting on the deck, because the deck has changed. That looks better. Yeah, I need to be careful about this. Okay, I think they're obviously a bit higher than. Right, okay. Okay. Okay, they're fine where they are. I think these possibly need to come out a little bit, but I think that's fine. I think they look fine like that. This needs to go down. Right, this I want to redo. Okay. Okay. Right. I want to redo the steps. Um, okay. Okay, I'm going to delete that and I will redo that. Right, the steps need to be done. Oh god, I've got such a pain in my back. On my shoulder. You know what, right? I want to try out this face. Does this actually work? Does that, is that actually on the face? Why is it jumping around? Oh, okay. It does actually work. Okay. Right, I need to grab this lot. Okay. It's actually looking like a much better ship, to be honest. It really is. It looks proportional and it looks like a real proper ship. It's a steampunk ship. Steamship, sailing stick, a steampunk steam and what's the name ship. That's actually looking more like a ship than, yeah, okay. So we've got two lots of masts. I did have three, and I think the third one actually was at the back here, but I don't think it really needs it. Not really happy with these railings, although I think they probably work. Let's get rid of the stairs and let's redo the stairs. I need to figure out. I've got to unwrap this as well. Ah, okay. So this floor. Well, that's the Okay, I might need to look at the right. Let's call this right. Let's do some renaming because ship hull. This is the deck and floor. Deck and lower level. Right. Let's just call it that for now. At least we know what it is. Hey, isolate those out a minute. What is going on at the rear of this? Oh, I see. Why would it not? Okay. Why is that? So both the rear, the bow is fine, or is it? No, it isn't. Oh, that's interesting. There's a gap. Okay. What if we say? Ooh, sugar. What if we say 0.99? Right. That should go inside the mesh. Oh, that's better. So it's now inside the mesh, which is good, but the Y needs to go possibly 0.99. .985. Why do we still have a gap? I don't really understand. I don't really understand why we've still got a gap. Probably doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's actually on the inside, so in the grand scheme of no, it isn't. Okay, let's leave it at that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Right, hull's done. Floors are done. Everything that's on the deck is now done. Pretty much everything here has been unwrapped. All the sails have been done. The chimney stack is done. The covers for the propellers are done. This rear bit hasn't been done yet. I haven't unwrapped it, right? And of course the other thing that I need to do is, let's work on this bit, right? What I want to do is enable a bit more better to see what I'm doing now. Right, so I have probably got to tidy up the geometry on this. And I know this is a mess. I have no idea what I was doing there. Absolutely no idea what I was doing there. This is probably, you know, around the end of when I got so frustrated with this. I gave up. Don't really understand what that bit is about. I don't know. What is going on there? Let's just get rid of this. Oh my word. My word. Your word. My word. What is going on? We just want a hole in there. What the? What the actual... Oh my god, should I just rebuild this? It might be easier. Holy crap. I think it'll be best if I just, yeah, why don't I just rebuild it? It would be actually easier to do that, I think, than... let's delete all of this, because I know this was kind of a nightmare, that bit. Right, so we've got a nice clean ship. This bottom mast here, I think, needs to go up. I think it's too low. So this and this. Yeah, I think this was part of the problem. Is it looked out of proportion. Go down a bit. Just a slight bit. And I think this should be bigger. I almost feel like this should be... Why does it look like everything sunk in the... Okay. Right, I'm going to make something here at the back that is... why is my screencast keys not working? Oh, okay, you have to turn it off, then on again, then it starts work. Right, brilliant. Okay, let's... So I'm thinking, right, I'm happy with how this is at the moment. I'm going to apply this modifier. Oh, a nice geometry. Lovely geometry. I like it. No, it's too far. Let's start there. Okay. Shift D. No. Shift D. P. Selection. Yeah, so this is now called... So ship hull... ship deck... Deck... what would you call it? Ship deck rear building, I'm gonna call it for now. I don't know what you'd call it. A cabin. It's not really a cabin. But anyway. Okay, and let's work on this. Right. Interesting. Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to bridge those faces. Fill those faces, rather. Right, we've now got that lot. I want to get rid of all of these. Cool. If we look at this side on, thought as much. Right. What can I do now? Let's go like this. Cool. I don't need to do that. I need to fill this top one up though. Right. Oh, I know why that looks weird. Right, okay. I was beginning to wonder why it looked weird, because it's picked up the shading from... There we go. Right. If we bring back... Now what I can do is I can GZ, because we're following exactly the shape of the hull, right? Right, that's what I wanted to press. 3. So if we... I want to get this in proportion. So if we look at it this way, GZ. I don't really want it to go up too high. I reckon that, as an overall height, is probably looks proportional. I think that looks good. I need my I need my little what's his name? Right, there we go, so I can get this in. So what size is this? Yeah. I'm kind of in a... Okay, so this is where I'm at with this. I kind of had this idea, like the original one, was to sort of have something that was covered, but I'm now thinking that this isn't really high enough for 2 stories. I really don't know what to do with this. I do actually quite like the idea of something that comes out there. Do I make the top bit a balcony? It could be an open balcony, couldn't it? Maybe that's what it should be. So it could be something along the lines of this. Ooh. Right. About the right height. And then underneath would be kind of a lounge area, right? That would actually take you down onto the next floor, right? That's what I'm thinking. The only problem is, well, I suppose it is really a problem. Is theoretically, I guess, if smoke was coming out of here. I mean, this happens on modern ships anyway, isn't it? I've been on a ship before where the chimney was up high and then the rear of the ship was like a balcony area that, I mean, you could always put something that was covered. That was only my thought. And then, you wouldn't get people sitting up here then getting covered with smoke and steam, etc. Um, but yeah. So I was also then thinking, um, something like that. And then something probably like that. Keep doing that. Okay. I like it. This okay, what does that look like proportional wise? Kind of looks alright. Maybe about there, I think. Okay. Okay. I like the way this has turned out. I really do like the way this has turned out. Oh, again, this is just been a project that's been ongoing for quite a long time. I actually really like how it's turned out. It's proportionally. I sometimes wonder whether the this cabin needs to be slightly bigger. I feel like it's not big enough. Yeah, I think I'm right. I think it needs to be just slightly bigger. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that does actually look better. I have always thought that that looked rather small in proportion to everything else. I think these also look small. Nope. Control A, right, okay, so... Yeah. Oh, I can't stop working on this now. I'm kind of excited about getting it done. Okay, I just need to take a break a minute. I need a comfort break. 1 minute. Okay, right. Let's see where we're at. It's hydration time. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Right, I think the other thing I would like to do now is if we select all those objects, that is correct. Okay. Right, I'm happy with that. So, masts. What? Oh, right, okay. This is actually rear. Rear. Okay, so if I select all those objects... Ooh. It's not good, is it? So, somehow, I've got my deck... Where are these? Okay, I'll figure that out in a minute. Right, so move that to the hulls. Oh. Ship hull. Okay, let's move that to the deck. Ship hull, let's move that to the hull. And deck and lower level, move that to the deck. Right, okay, so if I now select that lot, okay, we're good. I don't know where these things are. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, okay. These were backups of my hulls and whatnot as I was going along, so let's move them to a new collection, and I'm going to call this just backups, right? Let's just call them backups, right? So mast rear, select those objects, correct. Backups, we do not need to see backups. Right. Oh, it's difficult to express. This was a real, psychologically, this was a real stumbling block for me, this build, and I was never ever happy with it at all. It just didn't. The holes were wrong, the floors were wrong. I mean, there was just so much wrong. The only thing I really liked about it was the masts. The rest of it, I wasn't really happy. Now I'm happy with all of it. I'm happy with the paddles. I'm happy with the paddle covers, everything. Now the only thing I need to finish off is the rear, And this has come on so much faster. This took me, I can't remember how long it took me. When I got I remember it taking me, you know, over, not solidly, but many hours over a couple of months, I remember. And in the end I got so mad and angry with it, but I had to I had to produce something, and that was really all that kind of kept me going. Okay, so that's the floors. Yeah, okay, this is good. Okay, we're organized. We've saved. We've done everything. All I need to do now is get this done. What can we do with this? This face needs to go. Um, I'm almost inclined to um, fill that in. You know what would be interesting? Okay, if you, I think I kind of know what the answer is to this. If I add a modifier to this, solidify, right? Ooh, I want to go in. I want even thickness. Thought as much. Yeah, okay, I thought it would. Of course, it's just going to apply it because it sees it all as one piece of mesh. So my suspicions were correct. What I really need to do... Okay, so just for now, I'm going to separate. I'm going to separate this bit. Hmm? Let's just get that out of the way 1 minute. Ooh. What was it that turned on snapping? Was it control? So if you press that, snap toggle. Shift? No. Oh, right. Shift, then tab, right. So now what I'm thinking is that I would add the modifier, solidify, even thickness. Yeah, okay. If we go 0.3, it's being extremely thick. Okay, let's get rid of that 1 minute. I think I know what else is going on. So this is deformed because we need to fill that in. Right. Okay, they're separate faces. That's quite all right. Now let's add the modifier. That's better. The hull's 0.33. I think it's only right that this should be 0.33. And we're not getting any deformities now, which is good. Okay. And Control A. Right. Okay, so I know that top bit, I might just, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with that for the moment. I'm going to think about it. Anyway, working on this particular model, and if we then go back to the ship, so I'm kind of thinking let's put 2 of them in, and whoop, Z. Ooh, I don't know. Kind of inclined to kind of stick it about there. Yeah. Okay. What's the shortcut for switching this off and on off? Shift tab. Okay, so shift. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that's not good, is it? Oh, right. And the reason for that is because the origin, and this is a strange building, but we can get around this. This is not a problem. I need just 2 of these. How do we get around that problem? Because that looks weird. Like that. No, we can't do both of them at the same time. Of course not. Hmm. That's interesting, isn't it? So, uh, okay. So the way I've actually got around this before, uh, was just, you know, good old manual, the good old manual way of doing things. Um, it probably is a faster technique, but hey. Right, is it me, or does that look... Hmm, it's weird, isn't it? Oh, right, okay. Uh, I think it, yeah, I think I know why this is actually happening. And that, you know what, that doesn't really matter too much. I think I know why, because it followed the shape of the hull, because that's where I got the mesh from originally. So it's really only the outside that matters. The inside, nah, it's fine. You got the same issue again. I think we need to look at it that way. So we've got that, and that needs to, on the x-axis, okay. Right, I think it's about as good as it's going to get. Fine. Fine. Ooh. Okay. Oh, of course, that didn't... Right. That didn't cut on the inside, did it? Of course. So, hang on. We've got just a plain... Right. That doesn't make sense, does it? We cut all the way... So the... Did we not add... Did I not add something on the inside then? Probably not. Okay. Yay. Oh, come on. Right, so what I need to do is get this lined up correctly. Right, so okay. Thank you. Thank you. So if I highlight this edge and we go like this. Why does it? Okay. It just looks a bit weird. Why does this look? What's not lining up here? Oh, right. So does this mean... Right, okay. Right. So this probably means that this is also out. Yeah, okay, that's what the problem was. Right, okay, now we've got everything is kind of lined up correctly. Okay, now we can go like this. Now we're talking. Yeah, it's getting very confusing looking at that. Okay, so right, that's done. Cool. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we have geometry on the inside and the outside. Control R. If I create. Yeah, of course that's not going all the way around, is it? It's a shame. Yeah. Mm. How can I do this? How can I do this? I want to create windows on the side. So I've got a nice big one at the back. I got one there. This will be the door to get into this particular part of the building. There'll be there could be a light there and a light there. I don't think that. Yeah, I mean there could be a window there and a window there. That would probably balance that up. And then we've got one there. We could put one there and one there. We got a big one at the back here. I'm just trying to think how I can add them. How I can add windows to this bit. Or I could just do portholes. I could just do portholes on the side there. In fact, I think that's quite a good idea. The reason why I think that's a good idea is because I'm going to put porthole. I've always wanted to put portholes down the side because you know the sea level, right? The sea level is going to be under. You know, this is. I mean, you know, this is the floor. This is the lower deck. The sea level possibly is going to be up to here. And then the portholes will more than likely be kind of in these squares at this level, right? So probably there will be the portholes, right? And then you're going to get more portholes possibly there at that level. So putting portholes on the side of this will probably look all right. Something along those lines. I'm just so happy about the geometry on this ship. It looks good. It really does look good. Right, okay. Still want to get this sorted out. Right, so so now that we've got everything squared up here, I'm thinking, well, actually, let's might not be able to do all this all in one go because I think the insetting is going to get screwed up somehow. Let's see. Ooh, no, it isn't. That is cool. Right, okay, now that I know the insetting's not going to get screwed up. Well, yeah. I think the insetting for that will get screwed up. Okay. Ooh, okay. My worries needn't have worried. Okay. That's cool. Boom, we're done. This and this. Hmm. Okay. Bridge faces. Okay, I'll sort that out in a minute. I kind of knew that that was going to create a problem because it's on a... The internal bit was literally right on a corner. And I think the same will apply to this. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Easily resolved. Okay. Is that also giving me a problem? No. Okay, that's fine. So, okay, yeah, I guess it's because it's different. I probably have to do that one and that one only. Right, and then this one and this one. Cool. Right, that's fine. I think the rear window's also got the same problem, isn't it? No, it's fine. That's good. Doesn't mean it, because the thing is, we over perfect everything when we're doing this, and it doesn't need to be perfect because old ships are not perfect. Maybe modern ships are because they tend to use laser technology and stuff. But okay, happy with that. Wow, this has come on really well. At my speed, it's coming on really well. Um, I know there's people that do this as for a living, and they would have probably done this in like an hour from scratch, right? But I'm very happy considering that this was just a nightmare project, about 5 years ago. Um, I'm just happy that I'm able to actually address this. Windows have got to go in there. Windows have got to go in there. That's easily done. Portholes. Right, let's save that. What does a porthole look like? I kind of know what a porthole. Let's look at some simple portholes. They are actually really quite simple. Ooh, there you go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Nice brass porthole. Actually, that's probably okay. These are all computer generated. My goodness, what the hell are we gonna do? Like, everything is AI now. It's just mad. I don't want to overcomplicate the porthole, to be honest. That looks good. I mean, it's computer generated, but there's a genuine porthole. So this is what I'm looking at, right? But I was thinking along the lines of something a little bit simpler like this. I think that's quite good. These look like genuine ones. I don't know what they've come from. Naval, yeah. So the naval ones will be well over spec, really. We're looking at steampunk, so almost along the lines of something like that. Cabin wall. There you go. Oh no, that's a mirror. Right. Okay. Well, they've turned it into a mirror. See, I was thinking along this line, for external. Although I need to make it so that it looks good internally as well. So, but I don't really want to make it too complicated. So I'm thinking, you know, something along those kind of lines, really, but without the hinge and everything on it. Just simple like this. Yeah, these are computer generated. Yeah, so I was thinking something along the lines like that, like this very simple looking, you know, even like this one here, maybe. That's pretty simple. It's just a cylinder, beveled, with a glass on it. Right, okay. let's just make a very simple. I'm gonna see whether the let's start with a. Well, the easiest thing would be a cylinder, wouldn't it? I guess. We want it fairly low, so I would say possibly 12. That might be a bit much. 10. Let's go 10. We don't need it to be absolutely humongous. We need it to be wider than the hull, so I'm going to go maybe 0.5. Right. Yeah, I think it needs to be a bit bigger than that, so shift Z. Yeah, probably like that. Anyway, that's something to work on, isn't it? So... Right, let's just work on something simple, right? So... Realistically, it could be something as simple as that. I mean, it's going to go through the hull. Potentially, if somebody was, you know, an avatar was going to go into the inside of this thing, then they want to be able to see in. I mean, that would be neat. So, let's... Oh, you're kidding me. I've attached it to this. Duh. Right, great. Let's call this porthole. Right. I'm going to keep it really simple. I don't really do not want to overcomplicate this. So we're going to extrude scale Z. Let's keep it simple. We only need to go in, I think, like that. I'm going to increase the geometry if I create rivets, whereas I could possibly create the effect of rivets with a texture, which would probably be more economic geometry wise. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Right, okay, so that kind of gives the effect. And I will do a texture for this. Well, two textures. One which will be the brass outside, then the glass on the middle. Um, so if we bring that back in, hmm, what was that? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to angle these, aren't I? I'm gonna have to. So ideally, I want that. Ooh, sugar. What on earth? Okay. G. What? Oh. Okay. Difficult to get a reference for where I need that on the ship. Um, Actually, that's probably quite good. Let's turn. I think what I had was that snapping on, wasn't it? So if I select this, why can't I G? Oh, there we go. Y. Oh. So I think that's about the right height now. Oh. Hmm. I think I'm gonna have to do this kind of manually. So if I line it that way, let's just run a load of portholes. Thought there was. Not too much. I don't think so. Okay. Let's just put them there. I've got to try and get these to follow the face. Now I know there's going to be some whizzy bang technique to do that. Well, I don't know what that is. So let's do set origin to. Oh, where is the 3D cursor? Yeah, thought as much. Okay, I'm going to leave the portholes for probably another stream. I feel like I've done so much on this. You know, when I think back, I mean, I've been now I've been on this for what, 2 hours. I probably spent 2 hours before the stream tidying this up and possibly designing the hull. So if you say in total I've probably today spent 4 hours on this ship, whereas I spent about 2 months and I don't know how many hours. Potentially, I really honestly wouldn't know. Over 2 months I could have spent 50, 60 hours. It was like, nah, it's probably exaggerating, but you know, realistically, I remember it took a long time. Let's just say it took a long time for me to do, and now in effect I'm whizzing through this. Somehow I've seen a really, I know there is a way that you can get these to you know, kind of effectively go onto the face of the hull. I'm gonna have to try and figure out see if I can try and figure that out. But I certainly don't want to do that right now. But as it is, I'm thinking that this is looking rather good. Let's see if I can. What does this look like in this mode? Ooh. Let's leave it in that mode. I want to post this onto my Instagram and a few Discord channels. Okay, why is that not working? Oh, yeah, duh. Maybe it would help if I put a if I put a camera in here, wouldn't it? Yes, that would help. Where did the camera go? Camera is there. I want to move these right up the top. I like to have those kind of right up the top. There we go. Can I not move those? I want to move them up here. Can I move them up here? No, I don't want them in there. I don't want it in there. I want it up there. Okay. New collection. Let's just call it camera. Okay, camera, lights. Okay, I'm just going to put something along those lines. Can I not move this up there then? Yes, I can. Right, okay. Right. Camera, where are you? Probably fine. This is a massive ship. Probably fine at the... yeah. Camera is right in there. Okay. I need to move the camera right out here. I need to go to here and say my limit is 2,000 meters, I think. I suspect. Right. I'll set up a view that's going to be... I would like that. You never know about the camera. You see? There you go. You never really know where the camera's gonna... look. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, that looks good. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so let's save this. Of course, there's absolutely no lights on this at all, so it's going to come out. And of course, there's no textures either, so it's going to look kind of naff, really. I want to get like a half decent photograph. If I dump a HDRI in there, right, does that help? Does that do anything? Come on, if we go here, I want HDRI. Don't know whether I've got a C related one. Don't know. What is that gonna look like? Okay, that's good. Have I got a seaside related one or a theme of? There we go. Ah, that's kind of C related one. What if I add that? Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that'll do. What does it look like through there? It looks kind of okay. Oh my god, look at that! Of course this would have been on my old graphics card, which was... Wow, look at that. So the samples are 32 for the viewer and then rendering 256. Wow. Okay, so if we go 256 there and we go possibly 2048, that's fine. Actually, let's go 512. Right, okay, that's better. Right. It's a shame that I can't use... It's a shame actually that I've got it white and I haven't textured it in any way. But okay, it's fine. That's fine. Let's render that out. Yeah, okay. It looks good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. There is absolutely no way I would have done a 2K render 5 or 6 years ago on this. I think the graphics card I was using at the time would have just blown up and melted. I think it would have seriously struggled, and it would have if it did work, it would have probably taken about 2 hours. Yeah. Oh no, that looks alright. That actually is a just a generic model at the moment. This looks alright. The proportions look good. I've tidied up the geometry, rebuilt the hull, rebuilt the decks, the upper deck and the lower deck. I've rebuilt the rear of the ship, the kind of the cabin. It's not a cabin, but you know, and I think it looks good with the portholes. And I've resized things proportionally to make it look good. So I'm actually really happy with this. And now I've got proper UVs for nearly all of this now. and I'm going to be able to texture it correctly now. Yeah, it's just, and I'm going to be able to do the physics for it. And oh, I've just noticed something actually that's not good. I can see the previous hull, which is sticking out the back, which is it's going to make it look bad. Let me just cancel that 1 minute. There's, what is it that's, there, delete. Right, that's what was causing the problem. Right, let's do that again. It's a shame, again, there's probably a setting somewhere. It's a shame I can't have that kind of multicolored, because I find that's really helpful to identify the various bits and pieces of mesh. But it kind of looks okay when you're building a model. That, you know, you've got these kind of shaded pastel colors on each bit of mesh. I like the crow's nest now. Also looks really good. Everything. I think it looks in proportion. I'm still debating about the rear. About the top bit. That's I don't know yet. I don't know about that. I might see what I can do about that. I love the hull. The shape of the hull is, oh, compared to what I did before. I mean, it was just crazy. Okay, we're nearly there. I mean, this again is a massive in real scale mode. This is huge. I mean, this is almost the life size of a ship. I don't really like working on, you know, I don't like sizing stuff down to be small. Um, I much prefer to work. I'm a big model person, you know, if that makes sense. I like working on large models rather than tiny little things. Do, 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 do. Okay. God, you get some crap. Crap. Messages, notifications of stuff. It's just, I need to switch that off, really. Okay. Nearly there, nearly there. Okay, brilliant. I've got something I can show people. Save as steamship. Let's go steampunk steamship V16 A. Oh god. Okay, that's fine. Right. While that's saving, that's good. Save. Right. Thank you very much for if you have looked at this VOD on YouTube. Much appreciated as always. And I will see you in another stream. I think I'd probably take a break, maybe for a day. I've streamed actually quite a lot, 3 times over this weekend, and yeah, I'm kind of really actually streamed out, as it were. But I have thoroughly enjoyed it. This weekend has been amazing streaming, and it's just been really, really good. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope to see you again soon.